Okay, what's up, everybody? Whew. Right on time. You know, if the start time was 9:26, it would be right on time. Okay, anyway, what's up, people? How y'all doing? Looks like we got Gorr in the arena, huh? His name has two R's, and I was thinking maybe one of them is for good luck. So I added a second one, like a third R to the thumbnail, because I figured what's better than one good luck R, two good luck R's. Dearest, yet Marvel Champions. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna put that in the tweet. I don't know why I tell you guys, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll tweet that. I should just open with the tweet. That's it. What time is it, Torrance? It's 9 o'clock sharp. It's exactly 9 o'clock. What's up, Haley? What's up, Hunter? Man thing is only 1 inch. Slags is 3 inches. Schlirim. How dare you? Alright, hold on a second, though. Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy cow, guys! Oh, man, you're really gonna, put me to work here on this one. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. We have ourselves the rare triple. Coming right up. Hold on, let me line you guys up real quick. Size you up. Make sure I stretch a little bit. Here we go. Dude, we almost had a quadruple there, Nicholas. So close. So close. So sorry. But Sergio with the 2. Sergio, thank you very much. Saying, did I finally make it? You did indeed finally make it. Oh god, I'm about to sneeze so bad. Whew. Okay. Oh my goodness, that feels much better. Alright, accelerate. Did you... Saying triple, yay. Also butt slap. Hey man, I keep it above the waist. Alright. Casually Henry said it over a buck as well. Saying sub BG, what up, dude? Ow, my eye. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have turned. I line up the cheeks. If you turned into it, yeah, that's when we can hit eyes and stuff, dude, which is no good. All right, Nicholas, did you have anything to say? No, I guess that was just for the attempted slap to be part of the quadruple, but only a triple, which is still pretty impressive, honestly. But yeah, okay. Thank you, all 4 of you. Let's get this tweet out here. So, dear Marvel Champions, is the second R in Gorr's name for good luck? Yes. I don't know. God, man, I hate when my hand, it just feels like it's one. I have it in a good spot for me right now, but it feels like my hand is just shifted over 1, you know? And then like every letter that pops out is 1 over. All right, anyway. His second R in Gorr's name for good luck. All right, tweet. Nice and short and simple. Yuki! What up, dude? Saying, hi, Brian. How are your knees? Destroyed still. Watched yesterday's stream on playback, and people were pretty generous. Beyond generous. And you still didn't make Messiah mod. That's cold. Hey, man. We're playing the game. There's the mod status cannot be bought. We are playing the game. Usually think I'm gonna grind Gorr in the basic arena in around 6 months. Zarafa. That sounds much more reasonable than going for him right now. Dude, featured grinds are bananas. Absolutely bananas. Speaking of, I don't have cutoffs prepped. But I don't know. Last time I said I would do it the next day, and everyone was like, "No, just do it now." So I don't know. I guess we'll do it now. F it, we'll do it live. Let me go ahead and grab Gorr's profile pic. Done. Let me go ahead and grab a Sentinel profile pic. Dude, Sentinel wasn't Sentinel the first ever 5-star in the arena? What a throwback. We were talking very briefly yesterday about how, like, Blade was only over a 4-star in the arena. And I think Blade was one of the last, if not the last. And then, like, Sentinel. Hold on. Let me check the release dates on those. Was there a champion between? I can't remember exactly how those champions came out. Let's see here. So, Sentinel. Okay, Sentinel's here. Oh, no. There was a lot of champions in between. Oh, okay. Okay. Was Sentinel the first? Or am I misremembering? I think Sentinel was the first. Yeah. I don't know. Alright, anyway. BG, I never sleep. Midwest whale. I feel that, dude. I don't know if it's because you're having trouble sleeping or what, but for me, feels like I've been just having an absolutely miserable last few weeks of sleep. Every once in a while I get a good night of sleep, but for the most part, man, just feeling perpetually drained for like the last, honestly, like month and a bit here. Maybe like month and a half. Okay, let me see here though. Do we have that set? We do. Oh, we got to close that. Open stream overlay cutoffs. Is that what I named the file? Alright. Sorry guys, give me just 1 sec to set this all up. Shouldn't take long. The bulk of it is done. Alright, that's done. Let's go ahead and get Gorr in there now as well. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now I just need numbers. Yuki with the 3 Polish bucks though. Yuki, was that for the message I already read? Yes. Okay. I didn't realize you sent over a super chat when I read that. But thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. PG nose is red as Rudolph. My nose red? We got red nose over here. I mean, it's that general pinkish pale skin tone with a slight reddish hue to it, I guess. Deal with the reverse controls. Wait, what? The update was supposed to help with connection issues? Yeah, it didn't work at all if it was. Yeah, I've heard from people. I was forced to update it today before logging in. This is my first time playing with it. But I heard it's not a good update. BG, you need to work out. Static, I know. I definitely do. Hello, BG. Hope you're having a good time. New drawing sent. If you'd like to check. All right, we'll check that out in just a sec. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? Joined a relaxed, laid-back Map 5 optional War Alliance today. Okay. Call me Miles Morales because I'm getting back into the swing of things. Ugh, boo. I know, boo, horrible pun. Yeah, pretty awful. Go take a lap. You can, I don't know, maybe walk with someone in your alliance if you got a walking partner. Because terrible. All right, what are these champs going to go for, guys? We've got Gorr and Sentinel. Let's see if we can get some cutoff images here. Let's take a look-see. Let's see. All right, so... Man. Can we see... Actually, does this show... I just realized. If we scroll all the way down... Was Killmonger the first? Maybe Killmonger was the first ever 5-star. Maybe that's what it was. Just taking a look at things here. Sorry, I had to look. All right. Anyway, maybe someone in the chat already said. I'm sorry if I missed it. But okay. Let's think about this. So featured champion. Let's do featured first, actually, because although it's insanely difficult to accurately predict what a new feature champion's going for, they've been going high. Hulkling went for 206 million. Wiccan also went high, didn't he? We don't have any data in here, but I could have sworn we actually had some data previously. Wong went 193. There's not a ton going on in... Well, I guess we do have Battlegrounds right now. So people might be a little bit more active in Battlegrounds. But I think Gorr is going to go high, man. I mean, what can I say? I'm going to put him down for like 195 mil. And then the 5-star version is going to put down for 49 mil. Because it usually goes right around 49.50. You know what? I'm going to call it 50. Let's give it an even number. Good luck if you're grinding for the new champions, as always. The basic is the interesting one here, I would say. As always, BG, the answer is in the chat. Cloud new. Man, who said Killmonger? Cloud, why don't you tell me, man? Speak up. Couldn't hear you. 250 mil for Gorr? Oh my god. Wait, is he actually that good? Listen, I mean, for the people, honestly, the people that are grinding for Gorr, no way Gorr is going to be over 200 mil easy. First off, PXL Jack, thank you very much for the 2. Just saying, sup. What up, man? Welcome. Good to see you as always. The PXL man. And then Static also said over 2. Thank you, Static. With the no way Gorr is going to be over 200 mil easy. Okay, well... Let's do this then. What are these guys going for again? I mean, like, Hulkling was two. I'm putting down 210 mil. Nah, he's not. He's horrible with Sui's. Oh, is he? Okay, well, is he a good defender or what's the deal with Gorr, man? I haven't played with him yet. Gorr might not go that high because Valkyrie is a prestige champ and folks might want to save for them. That's true, dude. That's very true. You know, I mean, I'm going back to my original 195. Listen, if you're actually grinding for a 6-star feature champion, you're not basing your score off of my prediction anyway, or at least you shouldn't be. You should be grinding your absolute ass off because that's what you need to do in order to land a 6-star featured champion. Especially on the first run of it when no one really knows what the champ's going to go for. So just grind like crazy, man. Grind like crazy. Unfortunately, that's the way things are. All right, 6-star basic. So Sentinel's a fairly useful champion, but kind of a forgotten about champion in a way. And he's also been around this as a 6-star for a very long time. He was one of the champions that I would have considered ranking up early if I had pulled him and awakened him. I think B Manny, I think that was his first ever big 6-star rank up, if memory serves. He made some great Sentinel content using Sentinel and Alliance War and stuff like that. So Sentinel's been around for a while. A lot of people have the champion. He's not dependent on a high sig level. I don't think he's going to go that high, yet some champions still end up going higher than expected. Sentinel I think could actually be decent in Battlegrounds, although I don't know if I've seen a Sentinel in someone's deck out of all of the... I mean, I've only played what, like 35 matches total or something like that. I don't think I've seen a single Sentinel out of all of those matches. But I actually think he could be useful there, so I don't know. Do we just put him like in Namor-ish level? Like, honestly, I'm still surprised Namor went this low. But like mid-30s? I mean, even Void went mid-30s. I feel like it'd be mid-30s or lower, but he's a much more useful champ than Sabretooth. I mean, this was a pick for... This one went mid-20s. A lot of these go like mid-30s as kind of like a low point, unless there's just not a ton of people grinding. Massacre went, you know, mid-30s. I feel like we just call it 35 or something. Sentinel is decent, but he shows his age. Most of the newer robots are better. That's true. Get the synergy with a 5 as well, and people picked up the pre-release bundle. For Gorr? What are we talking about? I'm not getting a new champ for 6 to 8+ months. Put an extra plus on that, man, because there's, for most people, it's more like 24 months before you get the champion. Oh man. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna say let's just pick mid 30 number and just call it 35. And then the 5 stars really shouldn't go too high at all. I'm gonna say 12 million there. And let's get this exported. You're gonna hear the Windows ding in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whoops. That was an old picture. I gotta get that out of my OBS. That was in case anyone was like, oh my god, what was that? Was that a dirty picture that was on there? No, that was the offers for Cyber Weekend, which I'm now going to remove. I forgot to remove that one. Okay, there we go. All right, cutoffs up. Let's get into stuff here. Okay, I said I was gonna go to Twitter for White Mummy. White Mummy, what have we here? Do we have anything? White Mummy, did you send it recently? I don't know if I see it. If it was sent a while ago, you may have to re-tag me with it. Let's start with Gorr. At least get him as a 4-star. Let's go. Let's go. Trust me, if it were dirty, we would see it in next Simon video. Wait, what? If that's in reference to something I said, I already forgot what I said. I don't know exactly what that is. I just finished Act 4 and got 4-star Guillotine 2099 and Apocalypse. Who would you recommend a level up for Act 5? Apocalypse for sure. Apocalypse is actually really good for Act 5 specifically. Apocalypse is good just in general, period. But for Act 5 specifically, one of your biggest hurdles will be the Masochism node in 5.2.4. And yeah, he's a great counter for it. So that's what I'd recommend. Okay. Dude, you gotta, I'm timing you out, man. You're asking too frequently. If I can still see your message within like a minute and a half of the last time you posted it, man, it's too much. You gotta post it a little bit less. A lot bit less, actually. There was 3 times that I see right in this, all in the same time there. Gorr is gonna go. Wait, Gorr is going to be BG's main champion. I'm not gonna get Gorr, so that's not gonna happen. BG tips for 5.3. 5.3. Well, 5.3 is kind of all about playing with the right class type. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer a major damage penalty each quest in 5.3. Puts a penalty for every class except for 1. So like the first quest, you want to mostly use Mystic Champs. Second quest, I believe is it Tech or Mutant? I think the second one is Tech, third one Mutant. Then Skill and Cosmic Science. Anyway, otherwise you suffer a major damage penalty. If you're okay, you like suffering the major damage penalty, sure, fine. Many people have done that in the past. But it's also a good time to kind of slow things down a little bit. You just got uncollected. You just hit a major milestone. Take some time to kind of level off your roster and get, you know, a variety of class types ranked up if you don't already have them. That's my advice. But BG, he did change his profile picture when you told him to, so small wins. That's good, at least, yeah. Profile pic change, that's a good start. Just don't spam, and then we're good. White Mummy. Is White Mummy still... I don't know if White Mummy's in here or not, but I still don't have a tweet, so... Yeah, I don't know when that tweet was sent over, but may need to have it sent again. IBG, can you check Twitter, please? King of Arenas. Let me see if I have a tweet from you. Yes, I do. So I'm all done. What about you? What do you mean you're all done? The month just started, man. 5 difficulties, all 100%. It looks like Battlegrounds costing energy is not going to be a problem for you. It looks like you're going to have plenty of energy now that that's all done. Good lord. Speedy. You going for 6-star Gorr? No, I'm just going for milestones. I very rarely grind for the champion. I mostly just pick up units and all the other goodies that come with the units, because all that stuff is totally worth grinding for. What are your thoughts on Gorr? I haven't actually played with Gorr yet. EG, new player and viewer loving your content. Ah, Tom. Well, thank you very much. And welcome. Pull the 5-star Anti-Venom day 2, and he's still going strong in Act 4. Nice. Wonder if he's worth leveling up down the line. Tom, Anti-Venom's a little bit tough for me to talk about. My testing with Anti-Venom was more brief than with most champions. I don't see a ton of people using him, yet I still feel like he's a decent champion. But I don't... We would need other people to chime in on this one. We need to ask the audience on this one. We need to use that lifeline, because I don't know. For anyone in here that is using an Anti-Venom, or maybe you used to use Anti-Venom and stopped using Anti-Venom, anyone that has any sort of current or past experience with the champ, maybe toss a little bit of how you feel about the champ in the chat. Actually, before I even said that, EZ already put a message in here saying Anti-Venom is fairly niche. Things he's good for aren't always useful. If you pull a Spuddy 2099, they have a great synergy. Okay. I mean, if you pull Spuddy 2099, I would also recommend just ranking Spuddy 2099, since they're both science champs. But yeah, is Archangel 5-star good unawakened? Sort of. His awakened ability is fairly important, I would say, but you can still do some pretty nasty things with Archangel, even unawakened at times. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go all in on Archangel that's unawakened, but you know, you can still utilize the champ a bit for his damage. It's just that his utility is virtually non-existent without the awaken ability. Is Spuddy 29, Corvus, Mole Man, Archangel, and Doc Ock a good team? All 5 stars unawakened. Sort of. I like 4 out of 5 of those champions. Doc Ock, I'm really just not a big fan of Doc Ock. Some people do like him, but I'm not a huge fan. I think the people that are fans of Doc Ock, generally they have, you know, a lot more experience with MCOC. And I hope you don't take this personally. But I'm going to assume that you're not new to the game player, but maybe just a little bit less experienced, just by the way you worded the question. Because the reality is, the deeper you get in MCOC, the less you can rely on just one team. Early on, MCOC is like, set it and forget it. You know, you throw in your 5 best champions, that's it. Good luck. The deeper you get, the more strategic you have to be about the champions that you throw on your team. You know, there's going to be specific challenges that you come across where some champions are, you know, amazing at handling and other champions are completely worthless. So you're going to have to make adjustments as you go. And like I said, just, you know, Doc Ock, typically the people that like him, they are more, the more experienced bunch. But yeah. Is Iron Man Infinity War Unawakened good? I don't think so, no. I'd recommend using other champs. If you pulled him as like a 5-star or something like that, I would continue to use 4 stars over that 5-star. Use Anti-Venom a lot. So many uses. Very good immunities. Good at everything. Master of none. High Sig. Got good regen. Good synergies. Play 29. And Null, for example. Okay. Okay. Madrox Multi sent over $1, by the way. Madrox Multi, thank you very much. Saying final post July 4th rank up shenanigans. New rank 4s. Mojo Surfer APOC. Dang, dude. 3 new rank 4s. Okay. Going with some good ones. And Surfer. New rank 3s. I-Bomb, Kingpin, AA, Nimrod, Dragonman, Longshot, Null, Hype. Damn. New toys. Passes out. Wow. Oh, man. Madrox Multi, I hope you still ate your vegetables. At least before playing with your new toys. Damn, dude. That's a lot of new rank ups. BG, can you give me good luck? Can you give me luck for a 4 or 5-star Doom? Granted. Yes. You'll pull Doom on your next opening. As long as Santa checks his list twice and you're on it. The good list. Okay, to the person that just got timed out, you gotta stop spamming. BG, who should I rank up? 5-star Null or Kitty, both unawakened. Although I already have a 5-star Iceman, awakened rank 4, and a 6-star Hype, and currently 5.4.1. Well, I think Kitty overall is the stronger of the 2 champions. However, she's got a different playstyle that if you're in Act 5, I mean, you could try her out and see how she fares for you. But her playstyle might be so much different than what you're used to that you might just have a better time going with Null. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about the other champs that you mentioned. I don't think that really affects the rank up decision, in my opinion at least. Oh good, this Hercules is unawakened, which means he's dead. Aldi, why did Mozart kill all of his chickens? First off, did Mozart actually have chickens, or is this just a terrible setup? Why am I thinking it's a terrible setup? Because, Schlieren, why on earth would you be talking about Mozart and his chickens? Alright, why? Because when he asked them who's the greatest composer, they all said, Bach, Bach, Bach. A classical music chicken joke. Okay. Enjoy your lap. Is 5-star Winter Soldier good? No. Unfortunately not. Your 4-star champions will be stronger than Winter Soldier. Tweet for the is that best luck of the year? Name is random person. Okay. This better be the best luck. The absolute best luck. Let's see it. Pulled 3 6-stars out of 6 event cav crystals. Dang, dude. I mean, that is really solid. 3 6-stars. Most people would pull 0. Absolutely 0. Okay. Some of these are really good, especially the synergy here on Heimdall. Mephisto, sometimes an underrated champion, especially for Battlegrounds. Gam. Kind of a fun cosmic champ to play with. Congrats. Just pulled my 2 first 5-stars. Got Kitty Pryde and Black. Thoughts on those champs? Amazing. Both of those champions are amazing. As I was just saying about Kitty, she's got a different play style than the average champ. So your mileage with Kitty may vary while you're still you know, learning the ropes of things, expanding your roster, getting accustomed to the higher challenges in MCOC. Yeah, you Kitty, give her a try, but don't be too put off of the champion. Like if she's just not your play style, if she's not a good fit for you currently. That Clairvoyant, however, dude, Claire is incredible. Fairly standard champion. Has a few mechanics about her that you need to learn, like switching her modes by ending your combo with a light attack. But for the most part, you can kind of just 5-hit combo, pop special 2. You'll lifesteal, you'll remove all the opponent's buffs, and she's just a really solid champion all around. Clairvoyant, I would refer to as a workhorse champion. Workhorse champion meaning like you can really put that champion to use and utilize that champion for like the bulk of quests that you go into because of her sustainability and just overall usefulness. She's one of the better champions to get while your roster is still small, yet still good in a roster that's huge. You've pulled 0 from event cap since the Messiah game. A little harsh to bring it up. Hey man, you're the one that brought it up. What the heck? Maybe try sneaking in a match or 2 in BGs, Baldy. Maybe I should, but either way, I should just dump my energy, huh? Let's go hit. Let's just go dump energy in a quest at the moment. Let's dump it here. Battlefield Gaming sent it over, Buck. Battlefield, thank you very much. Saying hi, BG. Quick question: why am I unable to play the new PvP game mode? Because I'm battle grounded. I don't even know if that one deserves the laugh track, dude. That one, that should have been a tumbleweed. Oh my god. Boo. Listen, I have no idea why, but you don't need to play Battlegrounds where you're going. All right, enjoy your lap, man. On a serious note, I think you have to be uncollected. I don't know if you're. Maybe you were just. Maybe you can even play them and you just wanted to tell that joke, so you just made up that setup. I don't even know. With the hashtag take a lap emoji, I do need to make that. Do you not like BGs? There are certain things that I like about them, certain things I dislike about them. Overall, I think they're a good addition to the game. Should I rank up my 6-star Sabretooth? He is my 4th 6-star. No. No, rank up your 5 stars. Like, just because a champion has a 6th star does not mean you should ignore your 5 stars for them. You rank up the best champion you have, regardless of the amount of stars they have. Well, I mean, don't go and rank up 4 stars at this point, but 5 and 6 stars. Rank up the best champ you have. And Sabretooth, I can guarantee you, is not the best champion that you have. Do not be drawn in just by that star. Did you just say he was going to tank in BGs? Did I? Wait, just now? Did I say I was going to tank in BGs? No, I'm not going to tank in BGs. I mean, not intentionally at least. BG, what 7-star do you think we will see for the gifting event? Wolverine or some other champion? I mean, if we do get 7 stars, if 7 stars are a thing for gifting, which I think there's a very small chance that it would be, but a real possibility, I think it would be a random champion out of a pool of champions. I don't think it would be a guaranteed one. 3 betas that Brian has barely touched. I'd say it shows how much he likes them. Well, this beta is a bit different. They fixed the biggest issue that I had with Battlegrounds, at least. But they also brought some new issues with it, I'd say. But such is the beta life. Ryan, is your name secretly Steve Austin? Because you're a stunner. Tom, listen, I appreciate the compliment, but I don't appreciate the pun. You're still taking a lap, man. Boo. EG, even though there are thousands of Marvel champions they could put in the game, what realistically would you say is the life expectancy of this game? Another 2 years or longer? Oh, well beyond 2 years, man. Much longer. I don't know what a realistic life expectancy of this game is. 10 years? More? I don't know, dude. It's gonna be around for a while. The better question is, like, what's your expectancy of continuing to play MCOC? Which, you know, take breaks as often as you feel necessary. I know you're just coming back to things. You can come back for a month or a year or however long you like, and then you can leave again, and then you can come back again in 2025, and this game's gonna be around for a long time. A long time. BJ, I sent you a tweet in the comments, so there's more to the tweet. Could I get a check? Joseph Rameyer? Let me see. Joseph. Okay, I found your tweet. Okay, let's start with this one. Was wondering if any of these science champs are worth awakening, or should I just wait for a better option? I'm 6.2.3 and debating variants. If that sways your advice. Okay, well, first off, before I even look at your champions, listen, this is normally how I think about awakening gems. I would say this is a backwards way of thinking about it. Hope you don't take this as an insult. I'm just trying to say this as like a point to learn from. Is you shouldn't really look at your champions and say like, oh, which one's worth awakening? You should look at your champions and say, will any of these champions help me right now with my current goals in the game? And then if yes, does that champion need to be awakened to help me? Or like, what's the benefit of awakening that champion? If that benefit is like, you know, again, if step one, you do want to use one of these champs for what you're currently doing, is a yes, and then step two, their awaken ability helps in a meaningful way, that's when you awaken the champion. Not, oh, I have this awakening gem, let me click on it and see who I can give it to. Because yeah, oftentimes there are a list of champions that you're not going to use when questing, and then if you give it to a champion that you're not going to use, even if their ability is good, like I would say Thing's awaken ability is very good, but are you using Thing? Do you need to use Thing right now? Do you have any plans of using Thing today? And if so, like how much? Because if it's just for like a fight or something like that, he doesn't need to be awakened. You could play him unawakened. But if you're using this champion regularly, if he's going to be one of your mainstays on your team, or you're doing an entire variant with him or something like that, well, you could justify it maybe. But for the most part, I would hold on to this gem myself. Out of this list, I think all the champions on here that I would personally be using, I'd rather just play them unawakened. Torch is such an OP science champ, and his awaken ability is virtually useless until you enter something like the Abyss, where you need to get his awaken ability back. More context to my roster if that matters. And on the topic of variants, who would you recommend I rank up for any specific one? Okay, so next question about variants. I think variants are good to do for where you're at. Act 6 got nerfed, so if you're able to push through Act 6 reasonably, I think it's fine to keep pushing through. But if it's not going to be a reasonable push for you, then I would say, yeah, variants are a good place to go. As for where to start, you have a bit of a mixed set of options here. You have a villain for the villain variant. You have a mystic for the mystic variant. You've got a mercenary for the mercenary variant. But I'd probably say don't go with the mercenary one. I'd say in general, what you'd want to do is either get a Mystic, Symbiote, or Spider-Verse champion ranked up to go along with your Claire. So Stark Spidey would be a good option. And then tackle that variant. Or find another villain to rank up. You could rank up like the Spidey Pig as well. Would be a solid rank up if you ranked up both of these Spideys. That's probably what I would recommend. Your villain game didn't look super strong. At the moment, you have a few villains in here that you can maybe debatably say rank them up, but I think your Mystic, Symbiote, Spider-Verse would be a stronger play. So that's the direction that I would recommend. Save the gem, rank up the Spideys, hit that variant. All right, Benefield sent over another bug. Benefield, thank you very much. And yeah, just the jokes. Okay, so you can play Battlegrounds. It's just you have to tell that awful joke. Okay, almost want to boo you again, but once is fair enough. All right, Stiatic sent it over Buck as well. Thank you, dude. Saying BG, do you think they will do a midlife cycle engine change for the game? I think they've done that a few times at this point, dude. I mean, they're still using Unity, but they've upgraded Unity a few times, and every time they upgrade versions of Unity, it brings about massive issues. So 12.0, one of the reasons why 12.0 was such a disaster is because that was an engine upgrade. That was a Unity version upgrade. The parry and dexterity, input issues that we experienced a year ago now at this point. Again, I believe that was a Unity version upgrade. So they're upgrading the game engine, but it I don't know how many times they've updated. I'm sure they've updated more than twice. So I don't want to say like, oh, every time they do it, it's bad. But it's certainly not always good. We can say that at least. I don't think that they would ever change from Unity. I think they'll always keep using Unity. From my understanding, I don't know if I ever looked this up, but I believe their headquarters is actually located in the same building as Unity, except they're on different floors. Like, I don't know the floor numbers, but let's say Unity is on floor 7 and Kabam is on floor 8 or something like that. Like, is there a way we could look that up? Let me see here. Kabam headquarters. So Kabam, well, hold on. Let me see. What if we go to their actual website? Does it say here? We scroll all the way down. Oh, man, they got a bunch of jobs open. Do any of them say specifically for MCOC? I don't know, but they have all these Vancouver listings. Charlottetown, interesting. Associate Player Support Agent. Okay. Okay, yeah, most of these positions are Vancouver, one in Montreal as well. Interesting. Okay. Is there a... Does it just say it in the fine print here? You know what, maybe this doesn't matter. Maybe I'm looking way too into this. All right, you know what? I've determined it doesn't matter. Let's just get the hell out of here. Let's stop looking at all this. I don't know if that's true. Someone, if you really care, you could do a little Google search and maybe determine if that's true or not. I don't know. But the point is, I highly, highly doubt that they're going to be switching from Unity. For them to do that would be such a massive undertaking. Plus, I think they have good connections with the Unity people. Either way. So we'd probably just suffer more issues and more delayed content if they ever decided to be like, yeah, let's run this game in Unreal or whatever other engine. Well said, Banana Man. If only you could narrate my life expectancy story like that, the world would be a better place. Oh man, I don't know if it would be. All right, Messiah said 05. Messiah, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? No message. Did YouTube eat it again? Don't tell me they ate the message again. Hold on one sec. Let me just double check one thing here. I think the how long has the Thor movie been out? I don't think the stuff I've filtered is interfering with it, but it's been out for a little while. We can be slightly less strict about it, but still, please don't talk about it in the chat. Please don't post spoilers or even casual conversation about it, because it only leads to spoilers. Okay. There was one thing that was maybe a bit stricter than needed. So maybe that was interfering with it? Yeah, perhaps. Okay, I adjusted the filters. Hopefully things, more messages go through. I really don't know if that had anything to do with it, though. But, okay. I still don't see a message. Which at this point, I'm guessing there was supposed to be a message. So you may have to put it in there again. Eesh. Mirrorverse makes me want an MCOC 2. As long as we can keep our rosters. Gaban makes great games. This one just got messed up because it's been live for so long. So, I sort of agree with that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we necessarily need an MCOC 2, but I do wonder what a brand new MCOC would look like. You know, because they started making this game. So this game released in 2014, right? Is that the beta for it or something? Or no, that was the official release date. Was December 2014, right? I think there was a beta even a year before that. I hope I'm not messing up the years. Either way, I would imagine they started working on MCOC probably in like 2012. So we're talking like a decade old at this point, even if the game's only been live for, you know, 7.5 years or whatever it is. So they were working with like some of the earliest versions of Unity. They're making this game for phones that were, you know, I mean, what was the latest phone 10 years ago? They were designing around that technology. And although they have upgraded over the years, things have you know, looked nicer and stuff over the years. It would be interesting to see, like, what if they started MCOC from scratch. What would be different about it today? It might be worse. Sometimes being forced to keep things more simple is better. So it might actually be worse if they started making MCOC today, but it would be interesting to see either way, right? Messiah, I still don't have a message from you, by the way. I don't know if you tried putting another one in or what. But I still got nothing from you. I'll check again in a few more minutes. I feel like it'd be so much smoother. Perhaps, but just because a game's new doesn't mean it's smooth. You know, I mean, what was that game? Super hyped game that came out and was a huge buggy mess. Came out on PC, PlayStation, Xbox. Cyberpunk. Right? Cyberpunk, it took them how many years to develop that game? And when it released, and it was with, you know, newer technology and all that, gigantic mess. It wasn't smooth at all. I didn't play it, but, you know, like, it's a massive story in the gaming community, you know? Oh, man. You know what's funny? There's like 5 different game answers in the chat right now. So it just goes to show you, there's a lot of games that are buggy messes. It's tough, man. It's tough making it. Testing, hey, Messiah, I see that message. I see that one at least. Maybe send me the message the same way you did yesterday. And I'll have to look at it later to figure out if there's anything I can do as to why it wasn't going through. If it's something I'm doing, if it's something YouTube's doing. But yeah, I mean, making games is tough. Hey, there we go. Messiah, I see the full message now. Real quick before I read that, I know we've had this conversation before. And Static, I think it was you that brought it up that said, like, yeah, making games is tough, but that's no excuse for putting out like a buggy piece of garbage. Which I would say is true. It's definitely not an excuse. We can still acknowledge it's very difficult to make a game, but at the end of the day, if you put out something that's bad, it's totally fair to say, hey, man, you put out something that's bad. Not like, oh, well, it was really tough and you tried. You did your best. You know, I mean, you could still not be a jerk about it, and you could word it nicely or encouragingly or constructively or something like that if you so choose. But I also think it's totally fair to be like, no, this is not good. There has to be a way to improve because what this is bad. It's very hard to build a car, but you can't make an unsafe car. Well, I get the point. It's a good point, but there are unsafe cars for sure. But yeah, there's like regulations that have been put in place. Every year the cars are like safer and safer and safer, whereas games, it's like, well, every year it's not that they're less buggy. they have deadlines, and hey, whenever that deadline is up, yeah, they wouldn't do that with a car. You're right. They wouldn't be like, well, we hit our deadline, so this is the best we could do with our car. Hopefully no one dies. There may have been a few examples in history or something like that, but for the most part. Alright, Messiah, let me see here. Hashtag Messiah from Mod. Hashtag Smurf me, damn it. Hashtag BG don't love me. Hashtag stolen shout out. Hashtag ode cav pop. See, I know you don't love me. My shout out was stolen after it was given. Hashtag recount. Dude. First off, you both got shout outs. Second, the count was very high. Still, man, my goodness. Thank you again, insanely generous. But we did the count. we did the recount. The count was accurate. BG, in your off time, I do highly recommend Disney Mirrorverse as a guy myself who really isn't a huge Disney fan. You know, I mean, I saw a little bit of gameplay. I popped into Max's stream one day. It didn't interest me. I saw about 5 minutes of gameplay in Max's stream. I don't even think I said anything. I think I was just lurking in there. And if you like it, awesome. But probably not my type of game. Then again, I said the same thing about MCOC, so who knows? Maybe I would actually love it, but Either way, right now I barely have enough time to like play MCOC. Like, there are definitely days where I wish I could play MCOC more than I currently am. There's a certain challenge that I want to talk to you guys about next week, and you'll understand why I talk about it next week versus right now. It's not a new account challenge, but that's all I could say for now. Next week we'll talk about a challenge that I may or may not undertake. We'll talk next week about that, though. Max freaking loves that game, does he? He was pretty focused at the time when I popped in there. I maybe should have stayed a little while longer to ask him about it. Maybe I'll pop back in another time, ask him a bit about it. Who put Penny in here, dude? Oh my god. Just delete Penny from the game. For the love of God, please. Penny being added to MCOC is 1,000% worse than any input issues. I'm not joking. Alright, I'm joking a little bit. But like, oh god, I hate that champion. So much. Okay. Let me see here. Steve sending over another book. Thank you, dude. Love the look of MCOC now. I wouldn't want a Tekken style game. True. I agree with that. I'd really like higher FPS and some better particle effects. Interesting. I would like to see what higher FPS looks like. It's never really been an issue for me having the game at 30 FPS. But I would be curious to see what it looks like. I do think that kills battery life a lot faster, and games and battery life. Like, here's the thing: if Kabam had an option, they had it just straight up an option. You can choose run the game at 30 FPS, run the game at 60 FPS. I would choose 30 FPS for battery life. There might be certain instances where I would turn it to 60 FPS, but I'd run it 30 for battery life. Even streaming and recording content, I only record at 30 FPS. 60 FPS isn't gonna do squat for me there either. It would be interesting to see though. Maybe I would love it so much that I couldn't go back to 30. But in general, lower frame rates in games typically don't bother me. Depending on the game I'm playing, I will say that. There are certain games where even 60 FPS, I'm like, ah, God. Give me 120, please. But for the most part. Who needs to guarantee crit special too? Not me. I'd rather have lower FPS, not for battery life, but for lag. Yeah, I don't know. Usually frame rates are maximum frame rates. So usually, like, if you set it to 60, 60 would be the maximum, and then it would fluctuate or something like that. So I don't know if it would really lag your game, because in times where it would lag, it would just go to like a lower frame, but sometimes that even feels annoying. I don't know. I've seen someone do a high frame rate video for it before. Made the game look so buttery smooth. I've seen those videos too. It was still a little bit hard for me to gauge online. I need to see stuff like that in person. It did look smoother, but there was also, I don't know, parts of the game looked smoother, and then parts of it had, like, you know, the ghosting issues where the processor is just guessing frames in between the frames. You know, like if the system, if MCOC runs at 30 frames a second and your screen is refreshing, you know, 60 times a second, it kind of just fills in those gaps. It wasn't quite as noticeable as like the TVs that do it. If you guys have ever seen those TVs that will, I think it's called like True Motion or something like that. Oh my God, that's the worst. Where, you know, most things on TV are shot in like 24 frames per second. And your TV will try to, you know, adjust it to 60 frames per second. It's the worst feature I've ever seen. It makes watching TV, like, it's unwatchable, in my opinion. It didn't look that way in MCOC, by the way. It looked fine enough, but it also looked a little off what I saw. Anyway, started playing this game back when it launched, then stopped for a few years and just picked it up again recently. The number of champions now is overwhelming. Yeah, Kristen, I can totally understand that feeling. There are a ton of champions in this game that did not exist previously. It can be very overwhelming. That's probably one of the hardest things about coming back after taking a break is, one, the sheer number of champions, like you said, and it's not just champions to play as, it's champions to play against as well. Think about how hard it is to, like, you know, learn one or two champions, like their animations, and get used to their animations quickly. But all of a sudden you're learning 100 new champions animations all at once, trying to figure out the right timings to dex their specials and the books that you have to read to understand these champs and stuff like that. Super overwhelming to play as and play against. And then some champions that you think you know how they work, they were actually updated and no longer work the same way. So that's a high cutoff prediction for Gorr, perhaps, but new champions, new 6-star champions, they seem to always go very high recently. Do you think they should keep it to 1 new champ a month? I don't think so. No, I think we need 2 champs a month. I think the month would be very dull if there was only 1 new champion a month. If there was only 1 new champion a month, that champion would need to be an absolute god. And even then, I think things would get dull. But they would need to have, like, the biggest impact every single month. Otherwise, man, if you put out a champion, even if they're, like, above average, but they're not, like, insane, holy cow. What a dead month. Please, people. Stop ranking up your Hercules. Stop awakening him. Stop putting him in the arena. I'm tired of fighting this guy. All day, every day. All I do is fight Hercules and Doom. ABG finally figured out why pirates have a tough time with the alphabet. They keep getting stuck at sea. Glad you figured it out. Now, the next thing you need to learn is where you want to go for your lap. I'll leave it up to you. Got a lot of choices out there, but you do need to take one. Boo, dude. Pirate joke. Oh, PP, thank you very much for the buck. You should have kept it, though, because that joke was awful. Too. Godfather said, oh, 50 as well. Godfather, thank you, dude. Saying, what? You haven't been getting all my 60 FPS help messages? Wait, what? Messiah has been tormenting us. Wait, what's 60 FPS help messages? Are you talking about, are you talking about the in-game help system? Seeing that at 60 frames per second? Oh, God, I would love that. Smashing the help button is faster than ever. I feel like you're talking about something else, but your help messages. Like helping to get into 60 FPS? Take a lap, PP. Yeah, Pixie Bell. Tell him. Dude, Godfather, thank you very much for the 50. And Messiah is nothing but the sweetest person on earth. How dare you? Still not a mod, though. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, man. We're 2 weeks away. A little over, just barely over 2 weeks to the next round of the game. Dude, I'm starting to feel like the guy from Saw. I never even saw that movie, but the way I have this ability to torment. Don't overthink it. Okay, I definitely was overthinking it. But dude, thank you very much once again. Thank you very much, man. Super generous of you as well. Spidey Pickles 14. Spidey Pickles, I like your name. It's simple. It's crunchy. BG, do you know why nurses like red crayons? It's so they can draw blood. Okay, dude. I take back the compliment that I said about your name. Ah, God, I wish I didn't say I liked your name. I damn sure didn't like that joke. Boo, dude. Enjoy your lap. BG, be like, hello, Messiah. We're gonna play a game. I don't know the voice that he does. I can't do an impression. I've really never seen those movies. All of us other mods never had to play a tormenting game. Feels like you might be a tad bit enjoying Messiah's suffering. It's not suffering, though. It's enjoyment for everybody. And everyone should be grateful for Messiah to be the player of this game. Hey, is that Karate Man? What up, Mike? Hey, Mike, we were talking a little bit about Mirrorverse. I know you tried Mirrorverse. What's your thoughts on it? Are you playing it still? Or did you just play it to test it out for like the day it came out kind of thing? I'm not gonna play it. But I was just curious. That's all. You'd have to use the demon voice, BG? Oh, true, dude. I have a demon voice. That I don't even remember. I'm not even going to test it out right now because I don't even know if it's set up still. But yeah, I'm going to have to, off stream, give that a little test. We'll get the demon voice back in action. Enjoyment for everyone else but me. Ah, Messiah. You're not having fun with the game? Do you know how many people say they want to be the next one to play the game? Oh, dude, Godfather said it over another 100. Dude, what is going on lately? Godfather, man, dude, thank you very much, saying, just need to remind my son who his father is. Wow. Is that, a shout out to, well, let's see, Godfather. Thor's a god. Is that a shout out to Thor? That must be a shout out to Thor. Dude, shout out to Thor. Your father's here. The father of gods. The Thunder Godfather. Beats. Oh, dude, actually, that's a sweet name. Thunder Godfather. All right, anyway, dude. Man, thank you for the 100, though. Man, the generosity. Thank you, dude. My knees are still recovering from yesterday, and it feels like no one will allow them some time to recover. I just bandaged them. I just wrapped them up, and they're already shattered once again. Knees. Oh, man. Dude, thank you very much. Hugh Janus sending over $1. Hugh Janus, thank you very much. Or is it Hugh Janus? I think it's Hugh Janus. Saying thoughts on Nimrod 5-star for mid-act 5 and more. Great champion. I'd recommend ranking him up and using him. Yeah. Good champion to use at all times. It's my little Messiah son. Wow. Yes, but still stings. Hashtag fake papa. Hashtag check yesterday's stream. Hashtag match me before you talk crap. Oh my goodness. Listen, amounts like that, they're one of a kind. They cannot be matched. Or really don't need to be matched. I mean, that's not a taunt or anything. It was just such a crazy amount. Alright, Karate Man saying it's pretty fun. I log in most days just to claim the calendar stuff and open the crystals. Love the visuals / graphics / music. Not the biggest fan of MOBA gameplay though, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Got it. So I'm gonna have them clips. Oh, probably of Hugh Janus you're talking about. Use the money to buy a wheelchair. Too much of knees shattering lately, dude. On an interesting wheelchair tangent. That's right. I'm gonna go on a wheelchair tangent. I saw you guys seen that YouTube channel? Damn, what's the name of it, man? He like breaks down phones and tests their durability and stuff like that. Jerry Rig Everything, I think it's his name, right? I think it's the YouTube name at least, not his actual name. Anyway, his wife is in a wheelchair, and I rarely watch that guy's videos. I think they're great. I'm just rarely interested in what he's talking about is all. But he I guess he was reviewing like a high-tech wheelchair. This thing was pretty impressive, man. This thing, it was like climbing stairs. It had like tank treads on the bottom of it, just climbing upstairs, and then extended so she could like reach the top shelf and everything. But then apparently it cost like $40,000. It's like the price of a Tesla just to have a wheelchair, which is pretty insane, I would say. At least I guess maybe insurance covers the cost of some of that Tesla, unlike a real Tesla, but probably only a small part of it. But it was still pretty cool. All right, that's all I got for the tangent, but don't know if I should eat or just go to sleep, though, people of the internet. Or is that thoughts, people? Well, I'm a terrible person to ask because I know the right thing to do is just sleep. Do not eat before sleeping. It's never good. Yet, that's what I always do. I always eat before sleeping, so yeah. MCOC nudes? Wasn't that the site? What? What? Simon, what are you talking about? As a joke from a few streams back. Oh, MCOC noobs was written differently. Okay. I was like, I thought you were talking about my website. That never really was. Next week, it's not a new account. It's a push to Paragon stream. Well, we'll talk more about it next week. Food is life? I mean, quite literally, yeah. PG had Suicide Masteries prior to Mastery Update. Wanted to switch them back on now. I have to buy all the Mastery cores again. Is that normal? The Mastery Update? What Mastery Update are you talking about, Ronaldo? How long ago was it that you were playing this game? Because no, you normally don't have to use Mastery cores to unlock your masteries more than once. It's you unlock once and that's it. There may have been a specific update at one point in time where they refunded stuff, and then you would have had to unlock it, unlock it again. But even for the Suicide Masteries, if I recall, they didn't refund Mastery cores. I think they just gave like shards or something. I remember that's where like some of my first 5-star shards came from. But that was also such a long time ago that I could be misremembering. But I know they did change them at one point in time, but that was 6 years ago. Mike sending over $1. Thank you very much, Mike. Not going to say the rest of your name. Say Nimrod will be ranked up. Thanks. Okay. Congrats. So BG, the news is that you'll be streaming on a new page, right? Talking about my OnlyFans? This page may or may not rhyme with Lonely Pants. Oh yeah, OnlyFans. Well, we could say it, dude. I want to advertise it as much as possible. Yeah, gonna be doing all kinds of stuff over there. Stuff that you can't do on YouTube, you know? You know what? Let me not even continue this joke, because I feel like if I continue this joke, it is only gonna fuel Simon 10 times more than I've ever fueled him in the past. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing it. Oh man. Dingo Dink and McFabio are on an island sipping Mai Tais. They ain't coming back. This is true. Oh crap. I'm gonna get blasted by Red Hulk special. Actually, we can still knock this guy to death. Yeah, we are good. Beautiful. If I spent 7,500 units and got a couple shards back, I'd be pretty tight, to be honest. Oh no. So, well, I wish I could find the post again, but like they didn't. What I'm saying is I don't think they refunded the core. Like the masteries stayed unlocked, and then they were just like, well, sorry, we're changing the masteries, but here's a whole mess of shards for the inconvenience. People were pissed, if I remember correctly. Because let me explain a little bit how the old Suicide Man, and by the way, like I said, man, I could be misremembering. This happened like 6 years ago. Maybe the post still exists. It was on a different website because they changed websites, but there was still like an archive that may be viewable, or like the Wayback Machine or whatever. Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. But let me try to explain a little bit as to, you know, what was different about the masteries. So first off, willpower. This was a change. I mean, willpower goes hand in hand with Suicide Masteries, right? Okay, Storm, you got me. I'm not paying attention. Why do you gotta hit me when I'm not looking? What a jerk. All right, anyway. So this is 0.7% of new types of debuffs. Meaning, if you have 2 poisons on yourself, that only counts as 1 debuff type, right? Previously, if you had 2 poisons on yourself, that counted as 2 debuffs. If you had 5 armor breaks on yourself, that counted for 5 instances of regen. And I think it was 1.5% per second rather than 0.7%. If I remember correctly, it was 0.5, 1%, 1.5. That's why it's kind of, you know, starts with a 0.5, I think. It was beyond busted. So the damaging portion of the Suicide Masteries, actually, I'm not sure if these changed. Maybe they did. I don't recall the changes with these. You know, actually, I think poison used to be 1%. So I think they lowered the poison effect to balance out. So previously, you would just be gaining health. It was like every single champion was Omega Red. At the start of fights, you would gain health, and all throughout the fight, with the poison on yourself, you were gaining health because of willpower. There was no, do you run suicides or not run suicides? It was, have you unlocked suicides yet? Because everyone who has unlocked suicides is running suicides. That's it. It was that good. There was no situations where you wouldn't want to use them outside of, I suppose, heal block, but you could also use a champion like Scarlet Witch, who would, with the right RNG, which wasn't that hard to pull off if you had her, can also shrug off those debuffs. I don't know if passives were in the game. I don't remember. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I didn't have Scarlet Witch either way. But willpower was ridiculously busted. I actually made a video about it way back in the day. I don't know if I want to go back to look at it because it was really early on in my video making days. And it's probably a crap video. But I basically said, hey, well, actually, did I make a video about it? I made a video about, I think I didn't, I don't remember now. If I did make a video, I would have said it's a good change because this was stupid. I still feel that way today. But the more I think about it, maybe I only made a video about like the synergy changes that gave 100% block proficiency at all times. So you just never take damage while blocking. And that was also stupid. The game was boring as hell with that. Would have died years ago, in my opinion. BG, what do you have for breakfast today? I don't know. Hey BG, what was the old mastery kerfuffle of 2015? 4-hour tangent. Hey, half of it's probably incorrect. I mean, he's already talked about his OnlyFans involving mayonnaise and feet. What else can he add? Oh, crap. Did I really talk about mayonnaise and feet? Also, the fact that you remember that means it's probably archived somewhere. Which... damn it. This BG's headset, it is older videos. You're not the only person to say that, but I really am happy the headset's gone. Wow, I'm very happy the headset's gone. Oh, Pixie Bell's falling asleep. I'm sorry, Pixie Bell. Anyway, even after willpower was changed for the worse, they decided to add passive heal block to stuff. Yeah. Heal block wasn't even really a thing, or popular at least at that point. Was it, Cloud? I mean, I was still newer at the time. I was facing nodes that weren't anything crazy, so I was just barely into Alliance Quest. So I don't really remember too much. Who was the first heal block champ? Yondu, maybe? Too tired to look it up. Was Yondu the first? I mean, I know there wasn't many abilities that blocked healing. And Yondu definitely had a heal block ability. There's no way he was the first, though, right? I don't remember what other champs had heal block before him. I mean, I think Scarlet Witch just applied random debuffs, right? Heal block, I believe, was one of them. Because isn't that how she was able to beat Realm of Legends Wolverine? Or maybe she was just able to do it through Nullify on crit. I don't know, because I never used her for that fight. But, I mean, there's videos out there that would prove whichever way it worked. Just finished stream as MCOC for 5 hours, grinded for first rank 4. What a great way to end the stream by coming to watch yours. Well, welcome. Good luck on your first rank 4. True, bring back the McDonald's headset, please. Not happening. I hate having stuff on my head. I wish I didn't have to have glasses on my head. which we're not even going to get into the laser eye surgery discussion again, but the only thing I like having on my head is this bald cap, which you can find linked in the description. Offer code bananas, save yourself 15%. Everything else would just be covering up the bald cap, which is why I don't like having things on there. I don't want a hat on the bald cap. I don't want the glasses kind of I don't really cover it up, but you know. No tattoos, although I could maybe be convinced to wear a bald cap that had a tattoo on it, maybe, right? What kind of head tattoo do you guys think I should get if I were to get one? What would be a good head tattoo, man? The headset deserves a profile pic in-game. Wow. What kind of head tattoo? A massive D? What kind? You know, Abby Doe gave me I wish he was in here right now because I'm sure he would remember this. Wait, was it Abby Doe? Was it Dysentery Joe? It might have been Dysentery Joe. Oh, crap. I think it was Dysentery Joe. It might have been someone else now, too. Dang, dude, it was such a long time ago. It was at the second meetup in 2018. So, yeah, just about 4 years ago now. He gave me a headband that had a banana on it, like a peeled banana. Except it wasn't really a banana on the inside. It was some other phallic thing that I'll leave up to your imagination. And yeah, that was on this headband. And apparently he like saw it on somebody and was like, I'll give you, you know, $20 for that headband. I don't know where he was. And the guy was like, okay. Just gave him $20 for it, just on the street. Kind of a weird thing, and now I have it. And it's somewhere in my closet. A half-peeled banana eating a bowl of beans. That's what you think I should have on my tattoo? Dr. Doom as a tattoo? Get your man thing tattoo? Tattoo that looks like hair. Well, I'll just take the bald cap off. A bowling ball? You want me to just make my head into a bowling ball, contempt? Would it be an actual bowling ball, or would it be a novelty bowling ball that has like a skull in it? Alright, Pixie Bell seeing over $1 saying Patrick Star. That's what you wanted me to get on my head? Patrick Star. That's probably the best suggestion yet. That would be cool to have as a head tattoo. I'm curious now. Hold on. Let's hit the images real quick and see if there's anyone out there that has a... I'm just going to type in SpongeBob head tattoo and see what pops up. Afraid to show the results. Ah, man, I don't think any of these are on people's heads. They're all on, like, arms or legs or... This is a cool tattoo. The heck, man? I feel like the artist who drew SpongeBob here... Oh, maybe that's how it looked in the cartoon. The rest of it looks spot on for the show, so maybe this is just how it looked in the particular episode. Because normally I'd say SpongeBob looks a little different. You know, like, yeah, like there's a big difference between like this is spot on SpongeBob for the way I would think of it, you know? But the art on this one was good, so that must be how it looked in the show. I can't imagine them like messing up that part. Oh man, F is for friends that do stuff together. U is for you. All right, anyway. Joe A with the loony. Joe, thank you very much. Saying, how about some solar panels up there? Dude, now you're thinking. That's a great idea, man. You know how many times I've had to charge my phone while playing MCOC? I would never have to charge it again. I just hook it up to the solar panels. We're good to go. Featured grind? No problem. Yeah, man. Dude. All right, so clearly that was like a bit of a joke and everything, and not even a pun joke, which means I approve of this joke. But do you guys think that's how life is going to be at some point? Straight up, dude, like they install something in your skin that just absorbs sunlight and powers all of your electronics or something like that, man. Some ridiculous thing. No, I guess they wouldn't install it into people. They would just have it like outside, just wireless charging, but wireless that's like got a distance to it, because stuff like that exists right now already, right? It's just not good. All right, anyway, one that says bean flicker, I keep breaking chat. Easy, what do you mean by that? Why are you typing that in twice? I feel like you think you're breaking chat and it's not breaking, and those messages are going through. Because otherwise you wouldn't have put that in chat twice like that, unless there was supposed to be a third message. I don't know. It's exactly how we looked in that episode, peeking through the window. Okay, is it? Okay, all right. Got it. Headset tattoo. I'm gonna bring the McDonald's headset back, just in tattoo form. Generally worry about Messiah's help. Hope you two noticed you skipped last. Messiah. Hold on. I didn't see Messiah's message, but I'm going to look at it right now. I'm curious. Now you have me concerned. I must get to the bottom of this. You know, you just gave Simon all kinds of gold right there. Did I? Where is... Wait. That was the last message. Wait, what? There's no concerning message from Messiah. Not that I could see it in the chat, at least. What is this? You have me concerned, but I see nothing to be concerned about, and now I'm concerned that I'm missing the concerning message. Giant Brant. What's up, Tipped? Tibam Kipped. It's called Neuralink. Elon's making... Well, that's different than what I was talking about. Do you think I should use my 6-star generic awakening gem on Doom or Spidey29, or wait for another champ? Don't use it on Doom. Doom's awakening ability hardly comes into effect. There are a few fights where you'd notice it. Most fights you wouldn't. Spidey is probably a good champ to use it on, as long as you're playing the champion. Not going to go into my usual spiel about what kind of value you'd get out of it. As long as you're playing Spidey, it's probably worth awakening. If you're only playing him occasionally, save for someone that you play more. They said in the near future, all kinds of electronic things will be charged from the solar rays. I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, I hope that would be true, but I'll believe it when I see it. I feel like we're not that close to something like that. But who am I to say, man? I'm no scientist. I'm a man of video games, not of science. Is 5-star Symbiote Supreme a top champion? Symbiote Supreme's a good champion. I don't know if I would say top. There's, I would say she, or he. I don't know why I always say she when I'm thinking about Symbiote Supreme. But I would say he is somewhere in the middle of the pack, like upper middle, like above average, strong mystic, useful mystic, but nowhere near the power of the absolute top mystics. All right, Weenie Hut Juniors, I'm out. Night, everyone, and good night to the owner of Weenie Hut Jr. Wow, do I own Weenie Hut Jr.? You know, I never really thought about that, Pixie Bell, but it feels good. Finally, I own something. Been renting my entire life. Who am I kidding? I probably just rent Weenie Hut Jr. from the real property owner. Hold on. What is this that I have to complete? What is the objective that's very slowly completing? I think I'm completing it too slowly this time around. Also, not worried about those. I need to claim these free crystals. That's what I need to do. But let me go take a look at that objective. Sorcerer Supreme is a she? Correct. We're talking about Symbiote Supreme, though. Unless, there was some other comment there. Even before Sorcerer Supreme was released. Oh, okay, actually, this is fine. Oh, win fights using champions with a class disadvantage. Ah, okay. Well, cool, I'll knock that out in the arena. Should have read that when it popped up, but I wasn't paying enough attention. SS is definitely a he. Well, it's definitely a she as well. Let's try this one more time. I got a message saying chat error. Oh. And my message got blacked out. I don't know if I'm having connectivity issues or what. Chat error. What was the message? Easy. Are you able to send it like on Twitter or something? I see that message, though, at least from you. Ryan, why is everyone busting kneecaps and making hearts drop out asses? I don't know. People are being beyond generous. And I don't know why. They're the best people ever, but I don't know why also. What are your guys' worst luck streak in MCOC? Worst luck streak? I don't know. You just mean like pulling bad champions? I'm not sure. I've had some pretty bad openings, but there's so many champs that are useful for one reason or another that I can't really think of a time where it was just like all bad. Even in times where I pull champs that aren't particularly useful, new champions are just always good. A lot of it's perspective, I think. Even if you're not an arena grinder where like every new champion is good because it's more arena points, there's always perspective of like, well, this champion could be the next one to receive a buff, or you know, get a new synergy or something like that. The list of champions that have gotten buffed, it's not like the most massive list, but there's still a pretty sizable amount of champs that got buffed. But then you add on the list of champions that got some sort of game-changing synergy, and the list is even bigger. Looking at you, Agent Venom. Looking at you, Karate Michael. Like I only see the top of your head and not the bottom of your face. I mean, my camera's in a slightly different position probably, but also I might be slouching more than usual. I don't know. No, I think it's just in a slightly different position. I don't know, actually. How about this? Is this better? How about, hold on. I'll fix it. Is that better? DG has a beautiful face for radio. Oh, Accelerate, thank you. I take that as a compliment. I mean, some people don't even have a good face for radio, right? So, all right, I was supposed to use class disadvantage though, right? Let's do that. Here we go. This will be the last two class disadvantage fights. That's beautiful. Thank you. BG, if you were to do another new account, would it be free to play? You know, Landon, I don't really lock in the new account rules like that. I'm gonna do more new account challenges, but they could be anything. They could be free to play. They could be starting with 30,000 units of greater gifting crystals. It could be a similar to Unzo experience where I get all of the Cyber Weekend deals. Can watch his eyebrows talk now. All right, I'm done with this. Let's get this back. Yeah, the camera's in a slightly different position, I think, probably. Or maybe it was zoomed in more. Maybe that's what it was. This looks more normal. Ah, crap. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, I think this looks more... I don't know, man. I hate moving cameras because I feel like I had it in the perfect spot, but then I moved it and then can't get it back in the perfect spot, and then a week later I'll finally get it in the what I feel like is a good spot again after making several adjustments throughout the week. But then I'll move it again. Please don't kill me. I don't want to lose my streak. Is it common for this game to put you in a bad position where progress is really slowed down? So sort of, yeah. This game will definitely hit you with walls that you have to overcome. I feel like that's how most free-to-play games work. Which can be good or bad depending on what types of games you prefer. If you prefer the game to have a smoother difficulty curve to it, where, you know, some games are kind of made just for like story, let's say, even, and typically like you might only die once or twice as you go through the entire game or something like that. And then other games are made to be a bit grindier and made to hit you with these walls that you have to improve your skill or improve your roster of champions or both to overcome, and that's more of the game that MCOC is. There will be points where your progress does slow down, and then you'll overcome that hurdle that's thrown your way, and progress will speed up again for a bit, and then it will slow down again for a bit as you face the next obstacle to overcome. So yeah, that's very typical for MCOC. Whether that's a good thing to you, you'll have to decide. But I'd say lots of us enjoy it to some extent, at least. Otherwise, we wouldn't be playing it for this many years. But there's definitely times where I think we're all frustrated by certain aspects of the progression systems. EG new account challenge anytime. I can't tell you when. All I can tell you is yes, I want to do new account challenges in the future. A lot of it depends on the in-game activities available. The side quest has to reduce RNG for me, because in order to rank up champions in such a short period of time, I can't rely on tier 4 class catalysts to get me there. Until the day where Kabam is like, hey, our champions are only going to cost 1 tier 4 class catalyst to rank up, which I don't know if they'll ever do. I'm not even asking for them to do it. I'm just saying, until, like, I need 3 class catalysts of the same type or a generic rank up gem in order to rank these champs up. So that's what I need from like a side event quest. And this side event quest has class catalyst selectors, but not until like you're already Cavalier, I think. Right? That's what it is. Let me go look at the store. It's in the Valkyrie store. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So there's the class catalyst selectors here. But it's not gonna help a new account challenge. I need these at like the uncollected level. Preferably earlier, but you know, I would take what I could get. BG, heads or tails? Heads, I keep going on to 6.4.3. Tails has skipped straight to 6.4.6 to finish off the Grandmaster while I've got the items. Well, Laura's saying Tails. I feel like if I don't go Tails, I don't know what'll happen to me in my sleep tonight. So we're going Tails. No, I mean, that'd be pretty extreme. You said Tails. No, I'm going heads. Heads. All right, Dragon sent over a oh, of course you read right after I said the super chat. Yeah, Dragon, sorry, but thank you for the buck anyway. I only read yours because I saw Laura's message. Brian, tell Simon I love him. Do I have to? Simon. Laura says she loves you. God, I just feel dirty doing that. I should have said no. You're not the boss of me. I take back what I said. All right. Anyway, on that note of wrongful love, no one should love what Simon does. It's pretty late. And I still got to eat dinner tonight, man. And I don't have food, which means I need to go to the store to buy food to then eat dinner. So, we're ending the stream. But not before we open up a crystal to see if we can get 225 units, which will give Messiah another Cav crystal next month. If we should land on 225 units. So let's see what happens. We'll see. Tails it is, and you're welcome. Okay. Tails it is. So you're going to the Grandmaster, eh? Okay. BG, what is the worst champion from every class? Groot. For Cosmic. For skill, I would say Groot. For science, I would say Groot. There's a pattern here. I'm sure you see it. No, I don't know. Too much of a discussion for the end of stream, I hate to say. If I read that earlier, I would have maybe hit up Aunt May to look at all the class types, but Groot's the worst. That's all I could tell you. Fitz, you should know better. He's good on beans, probably. I'm not good on beans. I was actually going to ask you to make me some beans while I was streaming, but I checked and we don't have any beans. I was really sad about that. But that's okay. I'm gonna go get some food. Alright, Lorson said over buck. Lorson, thank you very much. Saying, PG, late start equals late end, right? Right? I mean, yeah. This is already 15 minutes later than what I'm supposed to normally end the stream at. Did I start longer than 15 minutes late? Yes. But this is as late as I can go, man. The store closes soon. I gotta go. I already told you, I got no beans, man. I got no food. I didn't eat since breakfast at like 8 a.m. or something. Okay. I'm sorry if you answer, but when is the crystal cleanup? Whenever Battlegrounds are out officially, out of the beta state. Night Hollywood. Good night, Dragon Dagger. I feel like Groot is better than OG Iron Man. Debatable, but they're different class types, so they're each the worst of their class type. What are your thoughts and opinions on Terax? I think Terax is good. Offensively, I think he's just okay. Defensively, I think he's a nuisance, which means I think he's good overall for something like Battlegrounds. Decent enough to use if you don't care about Battlegrounds and you're just talking about like solo content. He's decent enough to use, although I would say very few people would probably be able to justify like really investing heavily in the champion. beyond like just a small investment as like a temporary upgrade to you know, more powerful cosmic champ later on. What's your opinion on Aunt May skill? Juan, I don't understand the question. The Aunt May website is a beautiful thing, though, if that's at all we're talking about. Pixie Bell said to wrap it up, bald man. She's already watching Golden Girls or SpongeBob or something. Even when she's not in the stream, she's telling me to wrap it up. My goodness. Who are the best champs for mesmerized paths? Well, there's always Corvus with Proxima Synergy. I feel like that's what people used to use a lot. Ghost can't evade, right? Or like, if you just do like single hits, they can't evade Ghost, right? So that'd be a good option. But yeah, Act 6, Corvus, as long as you're running suicides with the nerfs, I have a feeling that'd be a pretty decent time right there. Or just only hit them when they're stunned and you can use any champion. I don't remember if there's stun immunity on those paths. But, alright, anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. Before I go, though, shout out to the Godfather for being tonight's biggest D Godfather. Thank you very much. The D's lately, they've been so massive, guys. Man, thank you very much. Thank you not only to Godfather, but everyone else as well. And I will see you all tomorrow, normal time. Hopefully not as late as tonight. Good night, everybody.